If you love your cat, there's a good chance you're doing at least one thing every day that secretly hurts them, and you probably have no idea. The truth is, cats hide discomfort incredibly well. That's part of their survival instinct. So while everything looks normal on the surface, small everyday habits can slowly lead to stress, dehydration, behavior problems, or even kidney issues in cats. And the scary part? Most cat owners don't realize it until their cat is already struggling. Here are 5 everyday mistakes that hurt your cat, the kind even loving owners make. And some of these might completely change the way you understand cat behavior. Let's start with something that looks harmless, but drives a lot of cats crazy. 5 everyday things that hurt your cat. No. 5. The water bowl mistake almost every cat owner makes. Here's something surprising. A lot of cats are mildly dehydrated almost all the time. Not because their owners don't give them water, but because the water bowl setup is wrong. Most people put their cat's food bowl and water bowl right next to each other. Seems logical, right? Food here, water there. But cats don't see it that way. In nature, cats avoid drinking water near their food source. Instinct tells them that water near food might be contaminated. So when the bowls are side by side, many cats simply drink less water. And that matters more than people realize. Low water intake is one of the biggest contributors to kidney disease in cats and urinary problems in cats, especially as they get older. Now here's the simple fix that can make a huge difference. Move the water bowl to another room, or at least several feet away from the food. Even better, try a cat water fountain. Cats are naturally drawn to moving water. A lot of cats that ignore a bowl will suddenly start drinking way more from a fountain. And sometimes just that small change helps prevent serious cat health problems later in life. But water isn't the only everyday mistake. The next one explains something every cat owner has experienced. Number 4. Why your cat suddenly bites you when you pet them. You're petting your cat. They're purring. Everything seems perfect. And then suddenly, chomp, they bite you. And you're sitting there thinking, why does my cat bite me when I pet them? Most people assume the cat got angry. But that's usually not what happened. What actually happened is something called petting-induced overstimulation. Cats have extremely sensitive skin. Their bodies are packed with nerve endings, which means petting can go from pleasant to overwhelming very quickly. This is why understanding how to pet a cat properly matters more than people think. Cats usually love being touched in a few specific places, under the chin, around the cheeks, and at the base of the ears. But other spots are much more sensitive. The belly, the lower back, the base of the tail. Those areas can quickly flip the switch from "this feels nice" to "okay, that's enough." And here's the twist most cat owners misunderstand. When a cat shows their belly, it's not always an invitation for belly rubs. It's actually a sign your cat trusts you. So when people immediately go for the belly rub, the cat suddenly feels vulnerable. And that's when the bite happens. But if you think that's confusing, the next mistake is even more common, and it starts when cats are kittens. Number 3. The cute kitten habit that creates aggressive cats. Almost every cat owner has done this. Your kitten grabs your fingers. You wiggle your hand. The kitten attacks it. It's adorable. Tiny paws. Tiny bites. But here's the problem. That moment teaches your kitten something important. Your hands are toys to attack. And that habit sticks. Later, when people search things like "why does my cat attack my hands" or "why does my cat bite during play," this is usually the reason. The cat isn't being mean. They're doing exactly what they were taught. Your moving hand looks like prey. And cats are hardwired hunters. The better approach is simple. Use toys instead. Wand toys. Feather toys. Moving toys. These trigger your cat's natural hunting instinct without turning your hands into targets. And here's something many cat owners don't realize. When cats can properly stalk, chase, and capture something during play, it actually reduces aggression and stress in cats. Which leads to another problem a lot of indoor cats struggle with. Number 2. Your cat might be bored out of their mind. Indoor cats live very safe lives, but sometimes they're also incredibly bored. And bored cats often develop behaviors people don't understand. They knock things off tables. They run around the house at 3 a.m. They attack your feet under the blanket. And people ask, why is my cat acting crazy at night? But from the cat's perspective, it actually makes perfect sense. Cats are built to hunt. In nature, they would stalk prey multiple times every single day. Even unsuccessful hunts still satisfy their brain. But indoors, food magically appears in a bowl. Nothing runs. Nothing hides. Nothing needs to be chased. So their brain keeps building up unreleased hunting energy. And eventually it explodes into chaos. The solution is one of the best things you can do for cat mental health. Daily play. Even 10 to 15 minutes of interactive play with your cat can dramatically change their behavior. Let them stalk. Let them chase. Let them pounce. Then feed them afterward. This mimics the natural hunt-eat-sleep cycle cats evolved with. And many cats become noticeably calmer almost immediately. But there's one more everyday thing that hurts cats, and it's the hardest one for owners to notice. Number 1. Missing the silent signs your cat is stressed. Cats are masters of hiding problems. In the wild, showing weakness makes an animal a target. So cats evolved to hide pain, illness, and stress extremely well. That's why many owners suddenly search things like, why is my cat hiding all the time, or why is my cat acting different? Because the signs were subtle at first. Cats rarely scream for help. Instead, they whisper. Maybe your cat starts sleeping more. Maybe they stop playing as much. Maybe they hide a little more often. Maybe their appetite changes just a bit. Individually, these things seem small, but together they can be early signals of stress in cats or underlying health issues. Sometimes it's environmental stress. Sometimes it's boredom. Sometimes it's a medical issue. But the key to good cat care is noticing those small changes early. Because when you truly know your cat's normal habits, you'll notice immediately when something isn't right. Most people who make these mistakes absolutely adore their cats. They just don't realize how differently cats experience the world. But when you understand cat behavior, everything starts to make sense. You learn where they like to be touched. You learn how they like to drink water. You learn how much they need to hunt and play. And suddenly your cat becomes more relaxed, more affectionate, and far more confident. Because when cats feel understood, their personality really shines. And honestly, that's one of the best parts of living with them.